Yo my people, welcome back to another video. We are making oxtail today, so this is going to be a long one. So we're going to start off by washing the meat. I don't know why I was so awkward just now, but yeah, we're going to wash the meat. We're going to wash it properly. So let me get my lemon juice that I've got right here. So grab this. I'm putting a generous amount on there because as you can see the meat looks a bit, you know, I don't want that. So let's get this done. Run the cold water. I've got a strainer here. I don't know why I have the strainer there because it should be in here. So I've got the strainer there. I'm going to just get our hands into the meat properly. As you can see, the water's very dirty, so we're gonna wash this a few times. So after a few times, the water should be clear enough to start cooking it. Okay guys, so after about 2 to 3 washes, the water's a little bit clearer now and our meat is washed. So yeah, that's good. And then we'll begin seasoning. Okay guys, so we've got our fresh oxtail here, and now we will begin seasoning. So I'm gonna add about 1 to 2 stalks of spring onion, 4 cloves of garlic. Make sure I get all of that out there. This is bell peppers, 1 large red bell pepper. 1 large onion. This is 1 large onion altogether. Let me make sure I just get all of it out there. Some thyme, a couple stalks. So there's more. I'll just cut them up a bit. And 1 Scotch bonnet, 1 red Scotch bonnet. Then we're going to add green seasoning. If you haven't seen my video for green seasoning, I will attach it to the description. I'm going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons. I add 3 because I love this stuff. Going to add some pimento seeds. We're going to do the seasoning process now because it saves time. We're going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Ground black pepper, about 1 tablespoon. Garlic powder, about 1.5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons. Browning, yeah, about 1 tablespoon of browning. Sorry guys, I've just got wash my tablespoon. About 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. I'll do a little bit more actually because I like this stuff. And we're going to add, I know it's basically like soy sauce, but we're going to add some Maggi liquid seasoning into our bowl. Guys, look at the colours on this though. Are you not seeing this? Are you not actually seeing this? This looks sick. And not sickening, just cool. Alright, so I'm gonna grab some gloves. You can use a clean hand, but I prefer using gloves at this point in time. And we're going to, yeah, you know what we're gonna do. just make sure it gets in there. This is a lot of oxtail, so you want to make sure that it's completely covered. See, you don't want these ones to go astray, so make sure they're completely covered. This is real good. Okay guys, so just making sure I've got underneath covered as well. It looks like we've done so. So we're going to leave this to marinate. I'm going to leave it to marinate for about an hour or two. I recommend marinating this overnight. We're having dinner tonight, so I'm leaving it for about an hour or two. So leave this to marinate, put some plastic wrap over it, and then we will cook it later, and I'll show you how to do that. So see you guys in an hour or two. Welcome back guys, it's been about an hour, probably like 1 to 2 seconds for you guys, but we are ready to fry our marinated oxtail. And we're going to do this just for a little bit without any of the vegetables that we put inside the pan. So I got it on like a medium-high heat, and we're just going to let it fry up. And I put sunflower oil inside the pan. Doesn't matter if some of the vegetables get in there, but we're just trying to fry this off so you can begin cooking it for about an hour and a half after that. Okay. So I've put quite a lot of oxtail in there, and the heat is starting to turn down a bit, so you just want to turn it back up after that's happened. So after a few minutes, excuse the steam, let me just grab one for you just to show you. They should be browned off like this. As you can see, they should be browned off like this, and just transfer it to a bowl. I have a lot, so that's why I'm transferring it to a bowl. But they should look like this after a few minutes. So you want to do that with whatever quantity of oxtail you have, and then we will begin to cook them thoroughly. So I'll do that and get back to you guys. Okay, now that my other oxtail is browned off, I'm going to pour this into a pot. We also have our vegetables left, so I left these out just so that they don't burn too quickly. I'm going to add some boiling water to this pot, and that's when we start slow cooking it. We'll leave it on about gas mark 3, so a low heat, and we'll leave it cooking for about an hour and a half. And about, I'll say 30 minutes, you want to check it, see if you're happy with the taste. That's when it turns into more of like a thicker texture, into a soup or stew. And once it's done that, you adjust the seasonings that I used to your desired taste. Okay, cool. Guys, we finally got our hot water. Oh wait, before I do that, we add our vegetables. The vegetables are in. We don't need to fry these ones off, they will slow cook with the oxtail. And I said roughly after like an hour or so, we'll check back on it and we'll start to taste it. Since it's not fully cooked yet, we don't want to taste it now. So after about an hour, we'll start adjusting our seasonings to taste. So I'm going to add boiling water. put the temperature to a low heat. That should be fine. After about an hour, we're going to add seasoning to our taste, or add anything we've missed. I also add brown sugar and whatever, I'll let you guys know. And yeah, so we're going to let that cook off for about an hour and a half, and we'll check back in it in an hour. Okay guys, it's been an hour, so now reveal how it's looking now. So it's getting softer. It does take a while, so you may need to cook it for longer. Maybe an hour and a half might be a bit too short. Okay, so I'm going to be seasoning it with beef seasoning. You know I love this seasoning, guys. I'm going to use, say, about a tablespoon. And we're going to add about a teaspoon of soft brown sugar. Maybe a 2 tablespoons. They do complement the dish quite well, especially if it's spicy. So I've got some soft brown sugar here. If it's going to come out. I don't want to add too much, but I'm just going to add about that much, and then adjust it if I need. Adjust it to taste, because I still want it to taste a little bit spicy. And I'm going to add some tomato paste just to help it get a little bit thicker. Cool. So now that we've seasoned to our taste, so make sure you taste your food. And once you season to your taste, you're good to go. Just leave it in there to cook through properly. You want your oxtail to be falling off the bone, so we're already on the right path. Once we've done that, you're done. So I'll say I'm going to give it about another 30 minutes to an hour on medium heat, and we're good to go. I forgot to mention, guys, that you want to add your butter beans. So this is an oxtail butter beans. This is optional, of course. Okay, but I've washed my butter beans just quickly, and I'm adding it to the pot. So you can do this towards the end of the time. But yeah, can't go wrong with butter beans and oxtail, man. So yeah, don't forget to cover your pot. And then take the lid off towards the last 20 minutes of the cooking time, and that will let it thicken up. So, see you in a bit. Yep, guys, finally we are back after roughly an hour 45 to 2 hours. And this is our final result. The soup in my pot has thickened. And now we're going to do a tender test. Well, I guess you can already tell by the way this one's just hanging off its own bone. I'm just gonna do a tenderness test. But as you can see, it is beautifully cooked. I'm just gonna turn off my pot now. It is beautifully cooked. Cool. So let's take it to the plate. Wow. Wow, guys, look at that. Beautiful. Cool. I'm gonna pop that back into the pot, and we're gonna start plating our oxtail soup and rice. Rice and oxtail soup. No rice and peas today because I didn't have any coconut milk, but I'll show you guys how to make rice and peas in another video.